morning, Russell. This is Demetrius. So here's this quick video I told you I'd put together for you. So what I did is I typed in pressure washing Katy, and you'll notice here this is the map pack, right? And this is some prime real estate because about 40% of people that are looking for a service stop here, right? So if you have a business that shows up in this map pack, there's a pretty good chance that you're going to get a phone call or a click to your website or a submission contact form on your website, right, of that lead, right, and a chance to close some business, right? And really what sets a business out that allows them to stand here is first you got to have a Google listing, which I couldn't find one for you guys. So that, I think it'd be very important to get one set up as soon as possible, and fully optimizing it. And by that I mean listing out your business description. You can have up to 750 characters there, your hours of service, phone number, website, and then obviously reviews. If you've been doing this thing for a while, I'm sure you've probably made some folks happy, and getting nice 5-star reviews from them always is good. It's good for that social proof. But you'll know that you can see here that you can get into this space and not have reviews, and so it's not the end of the world to not have reviews. Really, more important is just getting your Google listing up. But really, what sets a business in this space in the map pack is citations, and so that's anywhere your name, address, and phone number show up on the web. I mean, you could do things like directory listings, Yelp, Yellow Pages, even having a Facebook business page, are all citations. So the more of those, the better. And then as we scroll down, they have the organic listings, and notice that this Katy, Texas pressure washing, right? Pressure washing Katy. These guys are right here at the top of the first page organically, right? And so they're occupying the map pack and #1 spot organically. And so success leaves clues. And the thing with Google, it's an open book test, right? And so we can take a peek and see what needs to be done in order to be sitting in these top spots. And so I want to take a closer look and see what these guys are doing. So this here's it's a tool that I use called Ahrefs, and I'm not sure why it's in a different language. I must have clicked the button or something to make it switch over, but that's okay. We can still get through this. So this here gives a snapshot of the keywords that these guys are ranking for, and so you'll notice pressure washing Katy has a monthly search of 300, and these guys are in the first position. And with that, they're getting roughly 100 hits a month of traffic to their site just for that particular keyword, right? And as we scroll down, you notice there's various keywords: Katy power washing Katy TX, right? Pressure washing Richmond TX, which if you do service Richmond, it's also not a bad little market to get into. Obviously, not as high as search as Katy, but there's still definitely some search there. And so what you can do is you start adding up all of these total search volumes, right? And the top spot roughly gets a 30% of the hits that are coming in, as you can see here, 300, 100. And so, really, what does that look like for your bottom line? If you're sitting in that top spot getting 100, 150 hits a month to your site of people inquiring about using your company for pressure washing, right? That number can start looking real nice. And so I wanted to take a look and see what these guys are doing on their website, right? And so as I take a look, you notice right at the top they have call to action. They got their phone number up there, because if people are looking for pressure washing services, they already know that they want you, right? But how do I get a hold of you? Just by looking at your website doesn't show me how I can contact you, right? And so they have a call to action up here, get a free quote, right at the top of the header, and those are really good. They also have a lot of pages, right? The services that they offer and content. Half of ranking a website is in content, mainly on the homepage. And Google likes to see anywhere between 700 and 1,000 words of content when you're looking to be known as an authority in your space. And these guys do a pretty good job of that, right? Again, another call to action. The photos, obviously, social proof again. And so the content, but also integrating these keywords that you're wanting to rank for throughout the content, right? So let's look and see if these guys have any of these keywords on their homepage. Oh, and they do 4 times. So yeah, so these guys they got it together. They know what they're doing, right? Mentioning the keyword, main keyword, 4 times on their homepage. That's some strong stuff right there. And Google obviously rewards them accordingly. Then the next thing is backlinks, and not all backlinks are they're like votes, right? And not all votes are created equal. And so these guys here have 518 backlinks, and out of that 518, 149 are actually sending votes back to their site. And so the best way to describe backlinks is through relevancy, right? And so the more relevant, the more votes you'll get. And so, for example, if you are linking to another pressure washing site that's in, say, Dallas or Miami or Los Angeles, really competitive markets, is going to pull some votes back to your site and help boost you up in the rankings versus if you were linking to, say, Pizza Hut, right? Because you're not in the business of selling pizzas. And so that's really how backlinking works. So let's take a look at your guys' site. And so one of the things that I noticed right off the bat is no call to action right at the top of the page. You want a phone number. I see the contact us, but that means I got to do a little more work, right? I want to see a phone number here, especially if people are looking from their cell phones nowadays, right? And so to have a click to call button up here with your phone number is huge. And obviously, man, the logo's great. It's got a lot of pages, but you're lacking some content, right? The site looks good, but you need some words on here, especially integrating some of these keywords that I mentioned earlier, right? That's going to help you out a lot. And then breaking out your services, breaking them out into individual pages, right? I notice here when we go to services that you have them all broken out on one page, and really to just kind of occupy more space on the web, right? You can make each one of these its own page, right? And just add some more content, and also incorporating the keywords that I mentioned, right? But overall, I think that your site looks good, but there's definitely some work that you could do to help you out there. And again, the calls to action, right? Even on every page, right? Have a call to action so I can get a hold of you. And then so I took a look at the snapshot of your website, and there's no data coming up, right? You guys have no backlinks, so you have no votes coming back to your site. And that being said, I could not even find you within the top 10 pages of search, right? Down here, I couldn't find you. And so you're missing out on a lot of opportunity by not having the Google listing and even showing up in the map pack, but also not even showing up organically, right? And so I don't know what your guys' numbers are like right now, but I guarantee you that if you were to show up, in the map pack or on this first page here, it'll definitely help add to your bottom line. So the big takeaways here are get that Google listing up, right, and citations, name, address, and phone number. And then we want content, keyword-rich content, 700 to 1,000 words on the home page, right, integrating these keywords. And then backlinks, votes to your site. And I'm an expert in this space. I've been doing it for almost 11 years now. If you would like to know more, give me a shout. You can reach me at 541-408-2206, or just give me a shout through Messenger when I send you this video. Thanks.